Audio Guide Productions, creating quality digital interpretation at an affordable price. Back in 2005, we saw the potential of MP3 technology and were inspired to develop and produce downloadable audio guides. This allowed for the interpretation of heritage, tourist and nature sites without the restrictions of traditional equipment. Since then, we have kept at the cutting edge and now do a lot more than it says on the tin. We produce flexible, high-quality digital interpretation to enhance the visitor's experience, uncovering stories of history, heritage and landscape without encroaching on that landscape, be it the great outdoors or a great building. We are a continually evolving business in a fast-changing world. Audio production. As our name implies, we began with developing and creating audio guides. The majority of the content we produce today is still audio-based. As well as audio guides, we produce podcasts, record interviews and undertake oral history projects. Audio guides. Audio guides have been with us for years. They are used by thousands of people every day at heritage sites, museums and galleries. First, there was the traditional audio guide. This one certainly seems to have some fans. Then came the more flexible, downloadable audio guides. Downloadable audio guides and trails can be played through the user's own equipment. They are inexpensive to implement and maintain, and can be easily updated. They can be used anywhere. Audio guides only a phone call away. Denbighshire's forward-thinking Heather and Hillfort's partnership commissioned us to develop the first mobile phone tours in Wales. Weatherman Walking Derek Brockway discovered them with the help of Erin Robinson, the project's interpretation officer. Now audio walks are accessible to anyone with a mobile phone, and according to recent figures, that's 85% of adults in the UK. You don't have to prepare before you leave home. Calls are free to many users, and they too are inexpensive to implement. Bluetooth means that anyone with a Bluetooth-enabled phone can access available audio guides and trails. Bluetooth is ideal for use at visitor centres or any appropriate venue with a computer. It can even be installed on buses, so if your feet are aching, hop on. Where can you find audio trails to download before your walk? Easy. You could plough through Google, or you could use our free portal www.audioguidetogo.com, which makes it easy to find all the tours and trails on the web. We thought developing the website to help people explore was a good idea, and so did the Daily Telegraph when they named us number 5 in their Best Travel Websites list of 2009. We can also make your content available to download through the podcast section of iTunes and as an RSS feed. Geocaching, the high-tech treasure hunt. The idea is simple. Someone hides a small box of trinkets providing coordinates and clues to its whereabouts via the geocaching website www.geocaching.com. Visitors follow clues and GPS coordinates until they discover the hidden cache. Once found, trinkets can be exchanged and the find is logged on the geocaching website. There are also virtual caches with no box to find but a puzzle to be answered, and earth caches which teach the visitor about geology, encouraging them to complete a task. Countryside managers once wary of geocaching now manage their own caches, using them as an aid to interpretation. As avid geocachers ourselves, we can develop interpretative geocaches as part of a digital project. Video. Video can be used in a number of ways, as a taster before a visit, as part of the interpretative content on a website, on an interpretation panel on site, or on a mobile device to enhance the visitor experience. Video needn't be expensive. Great effects can be achieved through a montage of stills images when accompanied by the right soundtrack. But if needed, we can undertake full video recording. Smartphones. Smartphones with fast internet access are now commonplace, with over 25% of UK adults owning one. With a smartphone, you can access web-based content or content using an app. Content types include text, audio and video. The word app was almost unknown a few years ago, and now apps are the in thing. Self-guided tour app. Our self-guided tour app is easy to use, doesn't require internet access, and offers interactive maps, audio, text, pictures, links to web content, and links to videos. This app is available on the iPhone, Windows Mobile 7 and Android platforms. The most cost-effective way to market is to include your content on our Audio Guide to Go app. Alternatively, you can have your own branded app, still at a fraction of the price of developing from scratch. Your own branded app gives you the benefit of exposure on the App Store and marketplaces. Mobile web app. Currently there are 6 different smartphone operating systems. Because of this, you would need 6 different apps to reach all marketplaces. Many corporate smartphones are locked, which means that those users would be unable to download your app. The solution is simple: a mobile web app, a website specifically designed to work on mobile devices to deliver your media based on the visitor's location. Not only is your content available to all smartphone users, it's also available to second-generation WAP-capable mobile phones. Currently, we offer a very cost-effective self-guided tour portal or your own branded mobile web app. We can also develop bespoke interactive games using this medium. However, you do need to have mobile internet or Wi-Fi available on site. One big advantage of using mobile web app technology is the ability to link QR codes direct to relevant content in a format ideal for a mobile device to access. QR codes are like barcodes, and as well as being used on signage and waymarkers, they can be used on leaflets and advertisements. They can even be used on websites, making it easy to download apps to a smartphone. Augmented reality. In the same way as using a web browser to access web content, you can now use augmented reality browsers to access augmented reality content. The key to this is the browser knowing where you are and in which direction you are pointing your smartphone. Like web browsers, augmented reality browsers are reliant on internet access at site. Self-guided tours can be developed using augmented reality. Like the mobile web app, they can present text, images, audio and video content. They can also incorporate quizzes, where questions have to be answered correctly before the next point of interest in a sequence is revealed. Digital toposcope. We've all admired a view from the top of a hill and then wondered what the landmarks were. Imagine your visitors looking through the camera on their smartphone and the landmarks being tagged for them. Then, by touching the tag on the screen, more information will be uncovered. Probably the most cutting-edge use of augmented reality is the ability to reconstruct scenes from the past. You can now visit Berlin and, with the help of an augmented reality browser, see the wall that once split the city in two, in situ. We were one of the first companies in the UK to use augmented reality in this way. Using 3D modelling, we reconstructed the coal mine pitheads and an underground mine shaft at the site of the Dream sculpture at St Helens, the former Sutton Manor Colliery. Audio Guide Productions Ltd is run by David and Julie Dean, with backup from the staff at Network Internet Limited, David's other company. Keen on exploring, but hampered by dyslexia, David was prompted to find an alternative to queuing for traditional audio guides, struggling with written material, or relying on wife Julie, and yes, that is me, to read information aloud. The resulting company was formed in 2006. From trying to convince countryside and tourism bodies that it was a good idea, we are now producing many audio guides, videos and apps in some beautiful locations and for some stunning buildings. Why not give digital interpretation a try by including it in your interpretation planning?